Meeting to order. Would you please call roll?
President Pro Tem David Moss.
Here.
Council President Kim Hall.
Here.
Councilmember Jason Willoughby.
Here.
Councilmember Paul Schaefer.
Here.
Councilmember Chuck Scheichel.
Here.
This time we'll ask Officer Monty Bridgewater to conduct our invocation and pledge of allegiance.
Everybody stand, please. That's about. Father, we just thank you for the blessings and the opportunity we have to live in this city of Cullman, God. And I just ask that the people who serve this community faithfully be blessed as well, God. We ask for your wisdom and guidance over this council this evening as they make decisions. Give them clarity and integrity as they lead and serve the people of Cullman. And God, just bless the families, protect our first responders, our police officers, our fire department, God, and just help our community to be marked as a city of kindness and respect and compassion for one another. And may all that is said and done tonight be for the good of the city of Cullman and its people. And we pray it in Jesus' name, amen. Amen. I will turn to the flag, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic from which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Officer Bridgewater. Item number 3 on the agenda will consider consideration of approval of the minutes for prior meetings. We had 2 prior meetings, one on May 11th, 2026, and one on May 18th, 2026. Do we have a motion to approve these minutes as written?
I'll make a motion, we approve both set of minutes as written.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Item 4, public comments, petitions, requests, and communications. We do have requests from Shelby Jones on public safety, regarding public safety and trees. Mr. Jones, you'll have 3 minutes from the time you make it to the podium.
Hey everybody.
Hi, how are you?
Never been to a meeting, so bear with me here.
Welcome.
I prepared a speech, but I don't trust myself to deliver it very well, so I'll just talk to you. I reside at 608 Alabama Avenue Southeast, inside the city limits, less than a block from the $1 million East Side Park renovation that is currently going on. I represent the entire street because all my neighbors are equally upset, not about the park. But I'm here alone today because they are all of the opinion that the council doesn't care about their opinions. I urged them to come and speak with you as well, and all of them neglected to do so. My topic today is, if you remember, in I think it was 2011, a tornado had come through here, and there was a lot of property damage. A number of very, very large, roughly 100-foot tall, 60-foot wide canopy pine trees are all over that neighborhood and were marked for removal. That removal never happened. Now it's been a long time since then, and the problem's only gotten worse. Branches overhang power lines. The Cullman Power Board says it's not their problem. I've called the mayor's office no less than 7 times, been promised a call back and never received one. I mean, they're causing damage not only to house foundations and residential plumbing, of course, because they tear up the plumbing, but also they drop car-sized limbs in yards where families play and where, middle of the night, middle of a storm, I don't care how good your storm shelter is, one of those trees falls on you, you're dead. So I would like, if at all possible, to get somebody to at least take a look at that neighborhood, that street, and see what can be done about the trees, even if it's just a routine trimming, because doing so would reduce the cost to get it done privately. I've gotten quotes ranging from $12,000 to $20,000 per tree, 4 of which reside in my yard. My house is only valued at $157,000. Half of my home value to remove trees that were marked for removal. So I don't know what the ultimate resolution needs to be, but we would just, as a community, appreciate somebody taking a look at this when we are spending $1 million in our neighborhood.
Okay, can you update me? Who marked the trees for removal?
It was in 2011, and the Cullman Power Board did so, and most of the original residents of that neighborhood have since moved out. My wife and her family are lifelong residents of that neighborhood. The neighbor behind us as well, he remembers. He also spoke with somebody from the Power Board. They were marked with orange paint at the time.
Are the trees on city property right away, or?
A lot of them are on private property, but the limbs far overhang over power lines and everything else. And the problem is, I mean, these things are 100 foot tall. No matter where they fall, they're taking 2 or 3 houses out. And the problem is in the designation. If somebody, the Cullman Power Board, any municipality, has identified one of these trees as a hazard and it falls over on somebody's house or 4 people's house, homeowners insurance will not pay because it was defined as a hazard and not removed properly. So these people may have no protection from their insurance companies. I see it as a problem. We need to clarify at least whether or not they were ever marked, why they're still there, and if the city has any liability or responsibility to do something about it.
Okay, so you think that the Cullman Power Board identified those trees?
That is, as I
At that
understand it,
time?
yes.
Okay. And then the trees are located on private property?
Yes, although encroaching onto easement for the Power Board, because as I said, they overhang lines, and the Power Board's required to maintain a 15-foot easement. So, I mean, you know, we had the Power Board come out and look at them. They said it's not their problem, but they're directly above their lines. Not the ones going to the house, the ones servicing the neighborhood.
Right.
So that is arguably, you know, made even worse and more of a public safety issue because my neighbor recently found termites in one of these massive trees. It's not if they fall, it's when, and how many people will be affected.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, item number 2, special event request from Carla Buffington of St. Paul's Lutheran Church for Vacation Bible School on June 1st through 4th, 2026, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. on 6th Street Southeast.
Make a motion, we approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. We have consideration of a special event request from Tiffany Wright of The Link for a race to restock scavenger hunt on June 6, 2026, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Chamber of Commerce Breezeway.
I make a motion, we approve that.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. We have consideration of a special event request from Corey Stevens of the Chamber of Commerce for a Tasty Tuesday at the Chamber on June 16th, July 21st, and August 18th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the parking deck. We have a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. We have consideration of a special event request from Julie Freeman of the Friends of the Public Library for a 5K fun run on October 24th, 2026, from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. at the library. Do we have a motion to approve?
Madam President, I make a motion, we approve that request.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Standing committee reports, board and officers. Council Member Place One, Councilman Shackle, Public Safety Committee report.
I've got just a few things real quick. I want to speak about some things that's going on with risk management. Only 2 entries from previous month, according to Chris Dodson. We had 4 issues that have been addressed in the citizen reporting app to the city, so that's a good thing. Strawberry Festival success with only 1 reported incident that was not due to any negligence on our part. And then 65% of all of our employees have completed their health screenings, and the goal is 80%. And I think we're going to get that. He said he's got a makeup day at the 26th at the Omniplex. Only other point from risk management is the employee safety meeting set for tomorrow, and I think most of us will be there helping feed the employees. So that's it from them. Don't have anything from the fire department, although I did attend their physical fitness test. What day was that, Chief Dover? Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday. It was pretty impressive. you know, the things that they have to do in order to certify them. They all put a lot of effort in. I was pretty proud. From 911, we've got Supervisor Desmarie Moore. She came in first place statewide to win a scholarship to attend the 2026 National NENA Conference in Columbus, Ohio in June and July. And then radio technician Eric Torbett completed a City Hall project to improve radio communications with the fire department and police department in the middle of the town. So I'm assuming he reused this radio tower here, so we'll have a little bit better coverage. And the police department, I'm going to recognize Officer Nally. He retired after 17 years. Like myself, he's a veteran. I've had an opportunity to work with him both as a patrolman and be his supervisor on a couple different occasions. He was always really a great officer. He worked as a patrol officer and investigator. Then his last duty was as a school resource officer. So I want to wish him the best in his retirement moving forward. Can't wait to see what he does next. Chief Duncan, you have something?
Yes, sir. Recently, Chief Operating Officer Chris Van Dyke and Wellstone has secured 10 iPads for the police department. And these are going to help officers quickly connect citizens' experience and are going through mental health concerns with licensed mental health professionals. The iPads are equipped to assist both adults and juveniles, and they're going to allow our patrol officers to begin the mental health response process within minutes while they're on scene. The technology is going to save valuable time. It's going to allow us to de-escalate situations faster and provide a quicker access to professional care as needed. And like I said, all these are already on patrol, and we just want to thank Chris Van Dyke and Wellstone for their continued support of the Cullman Police Department and our community.
Yeah, I think you described it pretty well. We're excited about this project too. It's a pilot project for Wellstone, and if we can show success here in Cullman City, we can do this with other police departments around North Alabama. So we're really excited to be able to do this. Hope it makes a big difference.
So will the iPad allow the officer and the client to connect with a licensed counselor immediately on site?
It's a one-touch connection to the mobile crisis team.
Okay.
So, you know, it immediately connects with a video to the mobile crisis team, and they can see the situation. They can go ahead and talk to the person while they're making their way to the scene. So saves time. And we get to see some of those situations that sometimes we don't get to see because by the time we're with the person, we're just hearing a story about it, but they've calmed down. Now we can actually see what was happening at the moment of crisis.
That is a great benefit to our police department and to our citizens, and thank you to Wellstone for you all pulling this off. I was able to go to the Beacon of Hope event with Chris Van Dyke and some other people from our community to hear Scott Cochran speak. It was a great event that night, talking about the importance of mental health, and we're going to have a few other things that we're going to discuss later. But when Chris was telling me about this, I said, oh, we need to hear this in our community. So I appreciate you making that available to our officers and our citizens. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else?
That's it. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Okay, Councilmember Place 2, Councilman Moss, Tourism, Park and Recreation.
Okay, I got a couple of things. Ben's here from the airport, but I'm going to wait and let him speak when we get to the thing we're voting on. So I'm going to ask Joey Orr from the chamber to come to the podium and update us.
Hello. We are gearing up for another Second Fridays. We have, obviously, it's June, July, and August. Last year, I don't know if y'all remember, but in August, we surpassed a record. There was 11,000 plus people at Second Fridays. That's in a 4-hour period, so that's a lot of people in a small space. But we have a great team that helps pull it off and make it all happen. Currently, well, let me back up. We have two purposes for doing Second Fridays. One, it's an opportunity for our members to showcase what they have for Cullman. So you've got food trucks, you've got, you know, your insurance agents, you have nonprofits. Everybody, if you're a member, you're allowed to be a part of that. It's at no cost to them to be able to do that. Currently, we have 99 signed up, which is more than what we had last year. So we're expecting a bigger turnout with that. We have so that's our first priority. And then our second priority is just to have some family fun, free family fun. It's not, there are a couple things that cost, and some of our vendors have things. Obviously, there's food trucks, but we do have free rides. We've got free activities for kids. There's 3 stages of bands, and also some local talent, some, the Heirlooms Performing Arts, some dance teams all come and get a chance to showcase what they have going on. So we're super excited about having it again this year. Also in June, since it is Rock Around the Block, we have a different theme each month, Rock Around the Block. Park and Rec is also going to be having a skating rink on the north side of Depot Park. So if you've got some skates, bring them and have some fun with that also. So I just wanted to thank several people because it doesn't happen on our own. I have a staff of 5 people, so it doesn't happen with just us. First of all, we have huge thanks to our presenting sponsors for each month, Dental Arts, Visit Cullman, and Traditions Bank, but also the departments with the city are a huge, huge help. Police, fire, streets, sanitation, Cullman Economic Development, Park and Rec, everybody plays a part and does a great job. So to be able to put this on for the community. So we appreciate all the cooperation. So we hope you all will join us for the fun and the heat and all the fun things to go with it. So also just another separate thing that I wanted to make note of. Right now, our applications for Leadership Cullman County are open for our next year's class, our 2026-27 class. And those will close on July 20th, and any of our chamber members are welcome to apply for that. If you've never been through the program before, it's a wonderful opportunity. It's an 8-month. Each month you have a full day, basically like an adult. Wes, you've led the youth before, so it's basically a full day field trip, and with a different theme. We have a state of healthcare, and we visit lots of different places. We have government, and we visit the county commission, also city hall. So each month has a different theme. You get with a cohort, you travel through the whole program together, and then you have a graduation at the end. It's a great way to learn about Cullman and Cullman County. If people that are lifelong residents go through the program and say, I never knew. So just want to let everybody know that that is currently open. You can look on the chamber website under the programs tab to see that application. So thank you so much. Y'all have any questions?
Looking
Thank you,
forward to
Joey.
Second
Thank
Fridays.
you all. See you on Friday nights.
So Second Fridays, it is a chamber event, but like she said, it involves a lot of the city departments and certainly Park and Rec, and it's also a tourism event because it brings in a lot of people from outside the county. So those are great events. So Wildwater opened this weekend. Obviously, we needed rain. Well, we got rain. We got a lot of rain. So the rain made it where it wasn't the greatest opening weekend ever, but it is open. And I was told today that the Lazy River, the goal was for it to be open by this weekend. They didn't quite make it, but they're a couple of weeks away, and it'll get there soon. So, and then also the splash pad at Heritage Park also is just a couple of weeks away, and that's going to be a really exciting thing. So, what, 2 weeks?
Flashback could be quicker.
Quicker, yeah. Within 2 weeks, maybe a little.
A little water pressure issue.
That's what I heard. So,
It was squirting 30 feet there. Turn it down a little bit.
pretty much everything Park and Rec this time of year, weather can be an issue, and this weekend certainly with all the rain pushed a couple things back. So, and then the last thing I want to talk about in the tourism department, we had the press conference today about the Cullman Restaurant Week, which will be September 10th and through the 21st. There's going to be a kickoff event on the 10th. It's going to be a great dining event that'll showcase our local restaurants. And to me, local restaurants are kind of one of the things that define a town of any size. And so that's something we're proud of and we want to support. They're signing up the restaurants now. You can the tickets will go on sale. So it should be a great event and hopefully something that we build on for years to come. So that's all I got.
I think tickets are on sale for the kickoff event, which will be on September 10th, which will be where all of the local restaurants that are participating will have meal items or food items set up so you can go around and taste all different items from different restaurants in town. Those tickets are $50, and I think they're going to set up at Visit Cullman at the second Friday so people can buy tickets there too. They'll have a QR code.
So I attended something similar to that in Montgomery a few months ago, and it was a great event. I think it's going to be a great event for
gonna be
Cullman.
fun.
Everybody will put whatever their best dishes out to sample, and it should be a lot of fun, so.
Okay, thank you. Councilmember Place 3, Councilman Willoughby, Public Works.
I do have information regarding current recertification programs that some of the personnel from the city garage have completed, and also some future classes scheduled. Josh Brown and Jimmy Plunkett recently recertified as ASE Master Technicians with light-duty diesel certification. The light-duty shop completed AC Delco training on electric park brake diagnosis and repair. The next class pertaining to this subject is in just a couple days, May the 28th, and Jimmy Plunkett, Nash Patterson, and Cody Hip have signed up for the class. That's on the city garage. We passed a paving budget a few meetings back, and also we passed a resolution to enter into a company called First Step to give us tons of data, and I wanted to ask Miss Erica York if she would speak and show us a little bit about that technology that we partnered up with them to receive to help us with our paving plan.
Yeah, so the last time I spoke, I introduced First Step and our partnership with them and the information they were going to present to us. And it wasn't long after that presentation we received the first set of data back from them, which was the assessment of our streets. It was the initial assessment completed. What you see on the screen here is what we call the heat map. This is going to be the color-coded ranking system for the streets. It goes from good all the way down to what they would consider a failing road. So you've got green, yellow, orange, red, 2 different colors of green for the different levels of good. So on each of these, we are able to click on a road segment and we can view the actual assessment data that they took, the actual video footage that they used to assess the streets. We're able to go back and actually have a physical look at the road as well, so that way we can see what they're considering either good, what they're considering as failure areas, and without having to actually travel the road ourselves, we can have that right there on the computer. So this is going to be what I consider your high-level overview of the general assessment. And then we also received an Excel spreadsheet that has each road segment in detail, and this is going to have all of our information that we're going to be using to make our pavement plan. So this is going to be the meat and potatoes of the information that we're going to use to create a plan for future years here in the city of Cullman for paving roads. So each roadway segment is going to be included in this spreadsheet with columns that include the PCI that they have given to it. And when I say they, I'm talking about the third party First Step. As it stands right now, the data that is here on this spreadsheet is not influenced by the city of Cullman. It's completely third party assessment. It has the rating for each road as a PCI. It also has how many linear foot they considered as lost or fair or good. It also has your length of the road as well as width and any potholes that are associated with the road, the distress type, the failure type. And then what we also have too is a summary, if you will, go down to this tab right here. So this is what I also wanted to show too. So in a general sense, I hear a lot of times that the city of Cullman has some of the worst roads, and I don't always agree with it, but we have data now to show that the majority of our roads are not actually that poor. As you see here on this pie chart, over 50% of our roads are either in the excellent or good category. We only have a very small amount of roads right now that are in that critical to lost rating right now that need attention. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there for some general information. But and another item to note for this is this information that was given to us, since it was third party, some of this data is going to be an anomaly because they have included some roads that may not actually be ours that we've still got to weed through. So there's some things that we're still working on as far as accuracy of the data, but we're still going through all of that. But all of this information, we're going to also tie together with information that we collect as well, such as our traffic data. We've just recently hired a new traffic engineer for our traffic department. She's going to help us with collecting our traffic count data to include with these numbers, so that way we can make very informed decisions for creating paving plans that make sense. So taking the data received for ratings versus what we know as high volume traveled roads, and potentially crash data that could be used for this as well, speeding all this data that we can collect, we'll put it all together and we'll use it to create paving plans. We'll also take the distress that was given and also be able to figure out, does it need to be just a simple mill and overlay? Can it be just a resurface? Does it need base repair? Does it need any service treatments? So this data is going to be able to tell us, give us a good avenue for creating these plans moving forward for the next several years for the city of Cullman.
Have you been able to get if the data came through on the sidewalks and curb?
Not yet. I haven't seen
Okay.
right now I just have the pavement assessment.
Okay.
But this does have potholes, right?
Yes.
So sometimes the potholes may make us think the street is worse than it is when it might be one portion of the street and not the whole street itself.
Right,
Okay.
right.
And you'll also cross-reference
that's
the
what's-
sewer work that's been completed or that's on tap to be completed?
Yes, we'll be able to add our own columns in there and our own videos that we capture for any type of underground infrastructure. That way we can also use that information to make informed decisions on pavement, because underground utilities also is a big factor in what roads we can pave.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
And that concludes our
Okay,
report.
thank you. Councilmember Place 4, Councilman Schaefer, Utilities Committee Report.
Thank you, Madam President. As y'all know, I'm over water and wastewater, so, we've had some rain here. I don't know if y'all have seen it. But the lakes are full. I want y'all to be good with that. I talked to Chris today. It rained 6 inches at the waste treatment plant, and he said there's no issues to rehab, so that means Chris and Clancy are doing a good job out there, because we used to get so much water in there, it would make it overflow, but they've got that taken care of. The 24th Street, I was down by there today. They're fixing to start boring under the railroad tracks, so that's coming along real good. That's the last part they like. And then hopefully, if everything goes good, Logan should be sent out bids on that whole road, that whole system over there, should send out bids tomorrow for that. So that's all I got. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. Now for my report, I'll begin with the courts. In the month of April, we had 167 cases docketed, concluded 244 cases. We had 6 individuals that completed the pretrial diversion entry for the month of April. We had 5 DUI cases concluded, 5 domestic violence cases concluded. We had 1 individual that successfully completed the 1 year or longer rehab program. We successfully completed our courts spring cleaning, where we were able to conduct the audits on the annual probation and warrant audits to ensure that all files were in the correct place and up to date in the system. We worked in cooperation with the Cullman County Sheriff's Department Court Liaison, Emily Lambert, and Captain Susan Black. We were able to issue transport orders to bring Cullman County inmates to court to have their cases adjudicated. This will allow our offices to close more pending cases. All expenditures within the courts are within or below budget. And currently, so far, the City of Cullman fiscal year 2026 are $53,675 higher than collections at this point last year. We have been working with Code Enforcement Officer Blake Calvert, and you'll hear from Blake in just a little bit, and the Police Department, Prosecutor Jeremy Klein, and the mayor to coordinate an improved plan for issuing citations for violations of nuisance orders. We have agreed upon a new improved procedure that will anticipate being more efficient and effective. So we'll learn more about that in just a bit. And then on recognitions, we'd like to extend our appreciation to Senior Magistrate Laura Allison Wade, Magistrate Brooks Bryant, and Magistrate Ashley Turner, who helped work the Cullman City Strawberry Festival. So they participated in that to support the other departments. On our financial reports, and you all have this in your drive, and I think we'll be able to pull this up on the hyperlinks as well. So far, our fiscal year revenues, year to date, $37 million roughly, and last year was $36 million at this time. So we have revenues up overall 1.2% from this time of the fiscal year to last year at the fiscal year at this time. Expenditures are down a bit. Last year, roughly $34 million. Right now, we're at $33.9 million. So pretty close, but down just a bit. And then you can see the breakdown on several of the revenue sources that we do keep an eye on. Sales tax revenue is down 1.3%. Business license are 1.7%. Sanitation, 6.3%. Property tax, 5.8%. Alcohol tax up 4.1%. Internet sales tax up 12.1%. Building permits are still down, and then fines are 22.5%. At this time, we will move into a couple of special recognitions. Let's see, first I'll ask Miss Amy Bates of Cullman High School to give us a quick data overview on the education report at Cullman High School. We just had the graduation for the class of 2026, so I asked them to give us an annual report for the year.
Thank you for having me, Ms. Hall. Just a quick rundown of our class of 2026. There were 221 graduates, and those students earned nearly $5 million in scholarship monies. That class of students took over 1,000 courses, dual enrollment courses, during their tenure at Cullman High School, which means they earned over 3,000 hours of college credit while they were high school students, which we thought was extremely impressive. Additionally, our advanced placement enrollment is up significantly. This past year, we had 344 students that took 675 AP classes, and we'll hear about their pass rate in July. The students who just recently took the ACT, which is our state assessment, they scored the second highest in Cullman High School's history with a 21.6 composite score. So we're really proud of those 11th grade students, and that's up over 19.2 from the kids that just graduated. Our enrollment is currently a little lower than normal. We were at 943 students. With the upcoming 8th grade, we look to be at about 975, and we will accept some out-of-district students. We're hoping to push that back to that $1,000 student mark that we're used to being at. Just kind of an overview for Cullman High School. Our students can earn their diploma in 3 ways. They could take 7 honors courses. There are 8 CTE pathways that offer 37 job training type courses. We have 16 sports or athletic clubs, which you're going to hear about in just a minute, how great those things have been going. We have 21 in-person advanced placement classes for students. There are 22 ways students can be recognized during graduation. We do have award-winning band, theater, and choral programs, and we get great support from the City Council and also from Park and Rec. We also offer dual enrollment options for students, as I mentioned at the beginning, and then we also offer virtual options for students. And we're proud to do those things for all of our kids. It's a lot to juggle and manage, but we do want to be sure that we are meeting kids where they are and help them be successful and graduate from Cullman High School.
Thank you. That's a great report. And exciting news about that ACT composite score. I guess you'll see higher scholarship dollars next year with that, too.
It's a very competitive class, but we can't wait to see what they do.
Good. Y'all have any questions? Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Okay, at this time, we will have Coach Will Drake from Cullman High School For a resolution, Coach Drake has been honored as the Alabama High School Athletic Association 6A Boys Soccer Coach of the Year. Quite an honor, and we're very proud of him. So Coach Drake, Coach Dean, if you'd come on up, Mayor. If y'all come down here. Yeah, we'll go down here. Thank you. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep, sure.
Good evening, and thank you for having us here. Ms. Hall, thank you for the opportunity to celebrate Will in an official capacity. And I won't be just a minute, but just to recap for this year, let me put my eyes on first. I got some. The team was quarterfinalists, 2 playoff wins, first playoff win in 8 years. Soccer is very competitive in North Alabama. Our record for the Bearcats was 13-6-2. We were 5-1 respectfully in our area. We're back-to-back area champions. And this is really cool. Voted by the AHSAA, that's the Alabama High School Athletic Association coaches. They vote for Coaches of the Year, and they voted 6A Men's Soccer Coach of the Year goes to Will Drake. Congratulations, Coach.
And I'll just read this resolution that is signed by the mayor and all council members. Whereas Coach Will Drake of Cullman High School was named 6A Boys Coach of the Year by the Alabama High School Athletic Association coaches in recognition of his leadership, the success of the Cullman soccer program, and the continued strength of Cullman High School soccer competition across the state of Alabama. And whereas Coach Drake led the Cullman Bearcats to an area championship and an appearance in the 3rd round of the AHSAA playoffs during the 2026 soccer season, and whereas this recognition reflects Coach Drake's leadership, dedication, sportsmanship, and commitment to student athletics of Cullman High School, and whereas the city of Cullman is proud to recognize the achievements of local educators, coaches, and students who positively represent our community across the state. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the mayor and city council of the city of Cullman that Coach Will Drake is hereby congratulated upon being named the Alabama High School Athletic Association Class 6A Boys Coach of the Year, and that sincere appreciation is extended for his leadership, dedication, and positive representation of Cullman High School and the Cullman community. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Proud of you.
Good job. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much.
And you want to say something about, you want to tell them what you brought?
Yeah, thank you so much, Madam President, and all of our council members. We brought a few shirts for you, and hopefully we can see you out at our athletic events in the spring. And I do want to take a moment just to thank you all for allowing me to be part of this amazing community. It can't be done without you. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay, yes, you stay. Okay, we stay. We have one more resolution recognizing May 2026 as Mental Health Awareness Month in the city of Cullman. I'll ask Chris Van Dyke and Chief Duncan if you would come up here as well, since we had the recognition for the iPads. Whereas mental health is an important part of overall health and wellness, and Mental Health Awareness Month is observed each May to increase understanding of mental health conditions, promote awareness, and encourage access to care and support services. And whereas Mayor Woody Jacobs previously proclaimed May 2026 as Mental Health Awareness Month in the city of Cullman, And whereas in 2025, Wellstone served 2,801 Cullman County residents, including 841 children experiencing emotional and behavioral challenges, and 1,297 adults identified as having serious mental illness, highlighting the continued need for mental health services and support throughout our community. 7% of those adults identified as active duty military or veterans, 11% reported unstable housing conditions, and 2% were homeless. And whereas the City of Cullman recognizes the value of community partnerships among healthcare providers, educators, public safety agencies, and organizations working to support mental wellness and improve access to resources. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Mayor and the Cullman City Council that the City of Cullman hereby recognizes May 2026 as Mental Health Awareness Month and encourages all citizens to support awareness, reduce stigma, and promote mental wellness throughout our community. And we ask Chris Van Dyke to come from Wellstone, although we know this is a community effort. We have many providers, many social workers. Our schools are involved in mental health care and mental support, our hospital, and our first responders. But we ask him to come, and Officer Chief Duncan, to represent all those individuals. If you were here for recognitions, and if that was the only reason you were here, you are welcome to bow out at this time while we conduct business. I do thank you for coming. Okay, Mayor's report.
Erica's not always here because she has 2 young kids,
Yep.
but she's here tonight, so I'm gonna let her talk about paving. Even though it's been a little wet, we still have accomplished some. So Erica, I'll let you step back up and talk about the paving.
The past couple of days haven't really been conducive for paving, but we have started our efforts paving over on the west side of town, close to West Elementary. So the roads over there had been recently disturbed due to the sewer project that was ongoing. And now that that's complete, we've started our efforts over there. So we have every road over there milled. And Rogers Group, which is our awarded contractor for paving, they have started their paving efforts and have gotten pretty far in just a week. So they've got 3rd Street all the way finished, except for 1 block by Rosemont. They have all of Austin Avenue complete, except for the last block from in front of from 278 North. They have all of 2nd Street complete, all of 1st Street complete, all of Hickory complete except for 1 block up by 278. There is Cleveland is complete except for 1 block by 278. Denson, same thing. They have it complete except for 1 block by 278. They'll come back and finish all of those tie-ins to the state highway at one time. And they have Morgan in its entirety left to complete. And so as soon as we can get some weather that's conducive, they'll be back out to finish those projects. Our in-house paving crew has mobilized to Brenda to finish paving over in that area. That's where we're at with that.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
And David is correct on Lazy River. Those guys have been working 7 days a week. Just a series of things, but weather's really hammered them here lately, but yeah, hopefully soon. I don't want to, we have a date, I just don't want to say it yet, because you know how it may not work, so, but it's very soon. Yeah. And we'll open, yeah, we'll open all of the concrete on the deck won't be finished because of the piping. We're just now getting to cover it up. But we will have probably about 2/3 of the deck space open, which will be more than plenty. And the water will go round and round, as I say. So we're looking very forward to the community being able to enjoy that project.
Great. Thank you. We have no items under unfinished business, so we'll move to new business. We have several items that went out for bid from our administration offices. That process, the bid specifications were noted, and as we go through this on the hyperlinks on the agenda, the tech crew is going to pull up the hyperlink so that you can see each company or contractor that received a copy of the bid specifications, along with the deadline that they had to submit those in. So you can see that they really did work hard to get those bids out. We received sometimes multiple bids back, sometimes we did not, but we'll go ahead and take these into consideration now. Item number 1, under new business, Resolution 2694 to award the bid for concrete material to the lowest responsible bidder, Ready Mix USA LLC.
Make a motion to adopt.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Item number 2, Resolution 2695 to award the bid for concrete finishing to the lowest responsible bidder, Ortiz Concrete.
I make a motion to adopt.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, resolution carries. Resolution number 2696 to award the bid for plumbing services to the lowest responsible bidder, Delaney Plumbing, Inc. Do we have a motion to adopt?
I make a motion to adopt.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Resolution 2697 to award the bid for electrical services to the lowest responsible bidder, K&M Electrical Contractors, LLC. Do we have a motion to adopt?
I'll make a motion to adopt this resolution.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Resolution 2698 to award the bid for general excavation and utility work to the lowest responsible bidder, Manning Construction, LLC.
I make a motion to adopt.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Resolution 2699 to award the bid for rock material to the lowest responsible bidder, Grayson Carter and Son Contracting.
I make a motion to adopt.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Resolution number 26100 to award the bid for black and gray pipe to the lowest responsible bidder, Ferguson and Waterworks, LLC.
I make a motion to adopt.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Resolution 26101 to award the bid for concrete pipe to the lowest responsible bidder, Foley Products.
I make a motion to adopt.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Resolution 26102 to award the bid for hot and cold mix to the lowest responsible bidder, Rogers Group, Inc.
I make a motion to adopt.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Resolution 26103 to award the bid for laying hot mix to the lowest responsible bidder, Rogers Group, Inc.
I make a motion to adopt.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Resolution 26104 to award the bid for surface treatments to the lowest responsible bidder, Chilton Contractors.
I make a motion to adopt.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Resolution 26105 to apply for fiscal year 2027 TAP grant for handicap ADA accessible sidewalks beginning at the intersection of 4th Avenue Northeast and Clark Street Northeast to 3rd Avenue Northeast, then along 3rd Avenue Northeast to the intersection of Arnold Street Northeast and First Street Northeast.
Make a motion to adopt.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. We have a resolution 26106 to enter into a contract with Goodwin Mills Kaywood for the airport taxiway rehabilitation project. This time I will call Ben Harrison to the floor to give us an update on that project.
Madam President, council members, this is the next AIP grant. AIP is Airport Improvement Program, so this is the next line for us for projects for the year. This will be a taxiway rehabilitation. We have already approved the overall grant with AIP funds when we did the pre-app at the beginning of this fiscal year. So Goodwin Mills and Kaywood is our engineer of record, and they will administer the grant for us and administer all the engineering services for this project.
Thank you. Do we have any discussion or questions for Mr. Harrison?
Well, the part that we pay is, I believe you told me, like, we split it between the county, and it's, we're 2.5%, so that's like $3,000. It's not.
Yeah, that's right. The total project was for around $279,000. That's a 95-5 grant, 90% federal, 5% state, 5% local. So that 5% local is split between the city and the county, so 2.5 each. So it's about $3,076, I believe, is what this grant would be for the city and the county each.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thanks, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Do we have a motion to adopt?
Make a motion that we adopt this resolution.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Item number 14, Resolution 26107 to approve a tax abatement for a project which is code name Project Panel for a new project with a capital investment of $5,335,000 roughly with 18 new jobs. At this time, I will call Cullman Economic Development Director Jamie Troutman to the floor for an update on this project.
Thank you. Like you said, this is a tax abatement for Project Panel, and they produce product for the construction and defense sectors. This is phase one of this project, and will purchase an existing and renovate an existing building located in the city of Cullman. This phase one is a $5.3 million investment, and they expect to create 18 jobs. The wages for hourly employees will be between $24 an hour entry up to $33 an hour. The anticipated salary positions are expected to be $70,000 plus a year. Phase two of this project is expected to be between 3 to 5 years from now, and will create an additional 75 to 100 jobs at that time. According to Alabama law, a municipality is authorized to abate the non-education portion of sales and use taxes on construction materials, non-manufacturing equipment, manufacturing machinery, and ad valorem. This is for 10 years, and like I said, the education tax can never be abated. So over the 10-year period alone, additional funding for both the city and county school systems is estimated at about $284,000. Do you have any questions?
Thank you. Any
Thank you.
questions, discussion before we vote?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion, we approve this resolution.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Item number 15, Resolution 2026-108 to approve job descriptions for the court, garage, sanitation, street, and right-of-way departments. We continue to update those job descriptions each month and appreciate all who are involved in that process. Do we have a motion to adopt?
I'll make a motion to adopt.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Item number 16, Resolution 2026-109 to declare public nuisance for properties located at 1315 Maple Drive Northwest and 611 Cleveland Avenue Southwest. At this time, I'd like to call Blake Calvert to the floor to give us an update on that process of declaring private properties a public nuisance.
Thank you, Madam President, City Council members, Mayor Jacobs. The city has received several complaints from these two properties, and we have notified and attempted to notify the property owners multiple times to come and abate the issues on their own. Those efforts have been unsuccessful, so tonight we are asking the council's help to use the authority that has been given to them by the state legislature in order to abate these nuisances.
So if we do pass this resolution, the next steps will be what? Can you walk us through that, what that looks like?
So tonight, this resolution is going to set a public hearing for June 22nd. The state law says that we have to notify the property owners by certified mail. We have to do that within 21 days before the public hearing. That council meeting is 28 days from yesterday, so those will probably go in the mail this week to notify those property owners. We have to publish a notice in the newspaper for 2 consecutive weeks, and we also have to post 2 signs on the property, and those are going to be banners. We've already got a quote for those, what that's going to cost. In the notice, it says that the property owners have within 5 days to file objections with the city clerk, or they can appear in person before the council to state their objections. I will say, though, if we go through all of this, the property owners are still given the opportunity to correct the issue, to mow the grass. So if we get here in a few weeks and we have our public hearing, and if they do the work before we do the work, or before we have a contractor do the work after the public hearing, they're still afforded the opportunity to abate it on their own, so.
Okay, if we get to the point that we do the work or have a contractor do the work, and even the sign that you're mentioning, will the cost of all of that go towards the property owner? They'll have to pay for that, correct?
Yes, so the way this works, it works very similar to what we did last year with the property. This is considered a weed lien that will go against the property, just like your property taxes, so those will be due. I think if we get this filed before the end of July, then it should be on the property tax records for this year.
Okay, thank you. Do we have any other discussion or
So
questions?
if they don't do it and you have to go or the city, either with contractor ourselves, mows it and gets it looking better, and then they don't do it again, does it just, do you have to go through the whole process again, or is it a?
So this state statute that we're using, it actually gives the municipality, the city council, the authority to create a separate alternate process, if that's something you want to talk about between now and the next few weeks, if you want to have a process of your own to create. But no, the answer to your question is you do not have to go through the same process again.
Thank you.
So we may need to get together to discuss the process. I know in the court reports, is that something that y'all been working on, Mayor and Blake, with the courts? Okay, so we'll be able to.
PD.
And the PD?
And PD, yeah.
Okay.
But, so back to what David is saying, I think, so if we vote to move forward on this, and the next time that the grass needs cut, we don't have to vote on it again, right?
Correct.
Okay, once a property is stated as a nuisance, it would continue on and kind of be under your supervision of when it
Yes,
needs.
sir, we'll have to just create a list, I guess, and I guess have to keep up with it to make sure that, if we do this in the future for any other properties in the city, we'll just need to make sure that they stay on this list separate from the others.
Okay, I do have another question. Leanne, on our app, can citizens report nuisance property. So if we go through this process and then, let's say these property owners do this again, can the people that live around them report the public nuisance on our app? Okay, so another good reason to download that app, because you can just do it there and not have to make the phone call, right? And then Blake would be able to get that information. Okay. All right.
I do want to mention one thing. So the process that I think you had mentioned earlier, that's actually a different process than what we're talking about
Okay.
here. So this is more civil. So if we go through the police department and the magistrate's office, that would be more of a criminal procedure.
Okay.
So completely separate here, so,
Thank you for the clarification. Okay,
thank you.
Thank you.
appreciate it. Okay, on Resolution 26-109, do we have a motion to adopt?
Make a motion to adopt.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Item 17, Resolution 26-110, to assure the financial obligations of the sanitary landfill. At this time, I'll ask Sam Dillender to take the floor.
Madam President, City Council, so what we have before us is a resolution where the city is taking half ownership and guaranteeing, just in case the landfill was to close and the landfill could not meet its obligation, so it's a guarantee. Currently, that number for closure sits at $6,400,000 and change. So 50% of that would fall to the city body if by chance it had to close and couldn't cover. This was initially done in 2023 at the start of the process. So we could use the local government to guarantee the closure post-closure. And basically that's the funds it would take to close it and then give it the care for 30 years after. At this current time, the landfill on paper with expansion has about 130 years of life left. And the plan long-term is that in about a 5 to 7 year span from our opening at the landfill, it'll soon be able to take care of its own obligation in the sense that it will have a bond rating, it'll have the financial reports that will back up the ability to get a bond rating. When you first started out like that, there was just no way to get a proper bond rating, had no credit, it was a brand new entity, and so both the city and county as a partnership took half of that ownership. So what we're asking you all to do is to reaffirm that with this. It's going to be a process that will go on every 12 months. ADM has allowed us the brevity of not doing it every year for the last 3, but with some new leadership down at ADM and with the rules being in place that they are, I'll be coming back to you again with another one of these resolutions right around December, because it's supposed to be done every January. The reason it's being done now is because we're very close to opening up a brand new set of 3 cells down there. And those 3 cells changed that calculation because it's designed off of airspace built versus airspace consumed. I know I'm kind of speaking a little French there, but it all ties to the dollar amount that we have on the table.
Thank you for clarification on that. Okay, any questions or discussion?
It's just a guarantee.
Yes, sir.
We're voting to guarantee it, and you're projected 130 years life.
Yeah,
So
I don't anticipate
it's a-
closure anytime soon.
It's
which
just
is
a
a great
requirement by
So-
ADM, correct?
Yes,
Just-
yes,
mhm.
it's a requirement for
Okay.
the facility to continue to operate. Every year we have to reaffirm, and like I said, they were really lax over the last 3, asking for the local options to be reaffirmed, but with the new leadership, they're Johnny on the spot now.
Once again, we're not voting for any funds, we're
No.
just voting to guarantee.
That is correct. No money involved at all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sam.
Do we have a motion to adopt?
I make a motion to adopt.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Item 18, Resolution 2026-111, to authorize the one-time bonus for the City of Cullman retirees. That information is available on the hyperlink. If anyone is interested in going to read that, about exactly what that amount will cost to the City of Cullman and what the benefit will be to the retirees.
Can we ask Wes to speak on that?
Wes, can you take the floor, please, and give us just a quick overview of that?
Yes, Madam President. The Act for retirees will receive a one-time lump sum payment of $1 for each month of service credited to the retiree's account. That will cost the city $57,520. That is over half of what it was last time. So it's not a huge cost, but it would be a benefit for all those people that have worked for the city and have retired from the city. We've always typically done this. I'm not aware of the city, not doing this process. It starts at the state level. The state has to approve an act, and then once that act's passed, it allows the council to obviously pass that on to their retirees.
Okay. And then, once we consider this, then we'll need to put that into the budget, and it will be paid to the retirees in a one lump sum in October of 2026, right now, right, if it all passes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Any other questions or discussion? Okay, do we have a motion to adopt?
I'll make a motion to adopt this resolution.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, say nay.
I abstain due to my status as a City of Cullman retiree.
Thank you. Motion carries. We do not have any board appointments this month. We will likely have some within the coming month, but at this time we do not. Our next council meeting will be on Monday, June 15th, 2026 at 7 p.m. Do we have any other comments or remarks? Okay, do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.